bring you a brand new blog called Jill's Friday Favorites. So check in there. The last couple of weeks I've shared some of my favorite clothing items that I've bought from QVC, some of my favorite skincare items. Last week I shared some of my favorite recipes from my grandmother. And this week, well, you'll just have to tune in Friday and see what my favorites are this week. All right, let's talk silver, bangles, and lots of them. Oh, I love this. You know, a lot of times we'll sell bangles in sets of 3, and then if you want that big bangled look, you got to buy another set and another set and another set. Not this time, we're not messing around. We're giving you 10 of them straight out the door. 10 sterling silver bracelets for $107.88. You are all loving this collection. There are great reviews on these on QVC.com. So let me just tell you your color options, okay? You can do all silver. That's certainly an option and a good option, right? All silver. You can do all rose. Beautiful, you know, if you've been wearing a lot of the rose bronze, gorgeous. You can do all black. Frankly, I think that is super cool, and I absolutely love it with our Ecclesi watch coming up. If you have only one piece of a gunmetal collection, you really need a suite. Have those bracelets, have the watch, have some earrings, have a necklace, and then be done with it. Here you're getting 10. If you've always wanted the look of stacked gold bracelets, but it's out of your price range, how about doing them in these gorgeous gold-plated ones, which we have for you as well? Or if you're interested in the idea of a tri-color mix, we did that too. You'll get 4 silver, 3 rose, and 3 yellow so that you can get a little bit of all of them. Take a look, let me just grab one of the silver ones, at what makes these bracelets so cool. You know, if they had just been, 10 round tubes of silver, that's a pretty nice offer. But here you can see they have a great texture to them. So they're twisted. So some of the sides are more raised, some of them are a little more flat. They're much more sculptural than you might expect, and therefore they really pick up the light beautifully as they're around your wrist. We have these in small, average, and large. There are no hinges or anything on these bracelets. So here's what I need you to consider when you're picking up these bracelets. A bracelet like this doesn't look great with that Ecclesi watch. I mean, stop the madness there. That's awesome. But what you need to consider with bracelets on this style is not as much your wrist size as your hand. Your hand has to be able to fit through there. Some people have a large hand and a small wrist. Some people have a small hand and a large wrist, right? So you kind of need to know where you fall on the hand scale to give you the best fit for your wrist. I usually wear a woman's 7 glove, which I think is considered to be sort of small, almost maybe on the smaller side of medium, right? And this is the small set, and it fits me great. And I still have plenty of room for them to bangle and dangle around, but they're not falling off my hand. That's why the hand part is so important. Your hand needs to be able to fit through it comfortably, and you got to make sure it's a little snug so that they don't all fall off your hand, okay? So I'm wearing the small. Usually in bangles like this, I can do that. Where my normal wrist bangles, like these from J. John Hardy, I would take in the average. By the way, if you want that J bracelet, I only have 10 of them left in the smaller size only. And the small is great if you normally wear a 6 3/4 to a 7-inch bracelet. Okay, so that's available if you're interested. All right, so the value here, tremendous. 10 pieces of sterling silver, layered, they look great, really the last bangle set you would need, and nice to be able to get it in these different options. I mean, it works out to be about $10 a bracelet, right? Beautiful quality precious metal, but the thing to consider here is, this is not costume jewelry. This is precious metal sterling. Look at that on Stacy. She has on the tassel necklace. She's wearing 10 bracelets. She layered it next to the Ecclesi watch. It just looks fabulous. And as we move into summertime, and you're wearing those, more short sleeves, the 3/4 length sleeves, more of your arm is showing, having this row of bangles is so chic. I mean, one nice bangle is great, but let's face it, with these skinny bangles, the more the merrier. Work these in with some of your Alex and Annie or our Extraordinary Life charm bangle bracelets. That looks phenomenal. The effect that you can get using this with your gold, because the gold-plated color is so beautiful. I'll never forget years ago in InStyle magazine, I saw this gorgeous picture, black and white photo of Lauren Bacall, and she was sitting around like this huge table. It must have been at an award show or something. And so all these, famous people were all dressed up, and she was sitting there and she was talking to somebody like this, and all down her wrist was just nothing but bangles. It was so chic. Right? I mean, just gorgeous. So whenever I see these stacked looks, I just think of how classic and luxurious and elegant and beautiful it was of old Hollywood glamour, and how fresh and fun it still is to wear today. I always say about bangles, if one is good, two is better, and three and more is always like the top of the ticket. So rose I only have in the average only, but I have small, average, and large still in silver, yellow, black, and then that tricolor, that might be your best bang for your buck, because you still get some silver, you still get some yellow, you still get some rose. You can do smaller looks in just one color, or the big payoff look with all 10. J326570. All right, only 6 of these bracelets are left in size small in that beautiful piece.